I remember that lollipop like I wasn't 6 years old then and 46 now. Before being bestowed that glistening, cellophane-wrapped, ruby-red, cherry-sweet consolation prize, I was just a little kid trapped in a world of grown-ups who hated themselves for reasons they were too ill-equipped to identify. After, I served a very important role. I was broken, and everyone's identified project to fix. I was finally needed. Oh, everyone had good intentions. There was certainly nothing more honorable than to repair a damaged child. But we all know what the road to hell is paved with. And as the doctor held up that sugary treat, the apparent reward for being a child, despite my pending punishment for my flawed job at being one, I was set squarely on the pavement. The story goes more or less like this. My parents were hippies, artists, and freaks. They should never have been married, but they were, and they should never have had children, but they did. And during the prolonged collapse of the partnership, perhaps I was soothed with the only drug-like substance you can give a child. Or my mother started me on rice too early. Or nobody did anything wrong, and my body just happened to be larger than was fashionable in the early 1970s. My mother's relatives, wealthy and self-important, had me seen by the best pediatrician in New York City. You can't scrimp on a child's medical care. At my 6th birthday checkup, I was found to be at the top of the percentile chart for fatness in children, and I was prescribed a diet. Then I was given the red lollipop. A child's first irony. Don't think I didn't notice. As explained to me decades later, no one gave my parents instruction on putting a 6-year-old on a diet. Parents like mine didn't ask questions, and doctors like mine didn't offer explanations. I don't actually recall what being on a diet as a 6-year-old was like, but I do recall that my mother told my first-grade teacher I was on one. My teacher was, in my recollection, a sadist, and she brought me to the front of the room and informed the class that she and I were both on a diet, so we wouldn't be having birthday cake with the rest of the class. If you think I didn't catch the import of this little performance, you would be wrong.